you play the broken so well, man. You really just have you are just like a harp that is missing some strings, you know? But it's really beautiful to watch a lot of times. Where does that, why do you think that, do you get attracted to those roles? It seems like you must in some ways.
Yeah.
And sorry to just kind of like pigeonhole you and your abilities. I know you have a lot of abilities.
I don't know why. I guess, okay, so, my dad was, he was a complicated dude, and there was like a lot of like, I want to say dichotomy, but I'm not entirely sure if that's the right thing, but it is like
Conflict or something?
Yeah, and his it was complex or something, like very like sensitive and sweet and thoughtful about him. And he grew up in a pretty tough situation, and was in juvie very young, and had this very splintered family background, and it was like,
So pretty affected.
yeah, like it's what you'd call like a shit kicker. It was like, so, but he also was like a fucking hippie, was like, but was, vegan, and like, so I think like I think he was like so fascinating to me growing up, because I think I saw those things, and then that existed inside the same person.
Yeah, let's get fucked up and get a salad on.
Exactly.
That's a crazy thing to even think. And I'm sorry to say that, just like, damn.
No,
yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
It was great, and it was perfect, and I needed that moment. So I think like that was really, again, I think maybe I was, I'm not, I don't know why, but I think I was attracted to those roles maybe as a way of whatever,
connection, or just
yeah,
something,
just like
familiarity,
or just curiosity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was kind of like the most interesting person to me, and I probably wanted to like try and understand him more or something.
For
I don't know.
sure.
Maybe or maybe not. I don't really know. I definitely in my life have a lot of my dad in me.
Really? Were you surprised that you got so much of it?
I was, and I think I was like the last to know. But it was like, yeah, like that, and then like at some point I was like, I think they're saying like dad, like those are not good qualities. And so
like sleeping in his car, dad, like dad, yeah.
Right. And so I then became aware of it. But no, I think my dad actually, I was aware from fairly young that I think he's probably the greatest influence, or I was influenced by his life in my work. I don't know if this is making sense. I think I modeled so many characters that I've played after him. He's dead. He's been dead for a while, so I can talk shit about him.
So he can't disagree with you.
Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna say?
And if he is gonna do,
I just went because I was like, don't say your dad died. It's fucked up. Make a joke about it, and then go, that's even worse. So
no, we weren't sure if he died until you said it. I'll be honest with you.
Don't look it up, because he might not be dead. We don't. I hear the clicking, clacking over there.
You channel him right now and just turn into him. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I think, you know what? Sometimes I think I'm like my mom, and I never thought I would be. And I was always even like rebellious against my mother. And then I'm like, you gotta be. Sometimes I look in the mirror, I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, Yeah. But then at the same time, it's like, that was probably in my life, that was a connection that I wanted the most anyway. So it's interesting that that's what God gave me, or that's how it, that like, oh, it's like, this is kind of what I always wanted the most. And it's oddly, that's part of the most of what I am, you know?
Yeah.
Just interesting how sometimes things like that work out. Was your dad a funny guy?
He's very funny. I mean, he was a ham. Like
He was.
Yeah, like he loved doing skits for us kids.
Really?
And joke, yeah.
That's cool of him.
And like joking around. Yeah. He's very he was.
And what would he do? Like death of a salesman or death of, I don't know what he did for a job, death of like a employee somewhere? Or
no,
he would just have fun moments.
One of his favorites, which always made us laugh, was something called the fly skit, where he just was a guy reading a paper on a bench, and a fly starts buzzing around, and he like waves it away. Then he tries to like hit it with the newspaper, you know, he like rolls it up and like hits it. And finally he goes in his bag and he takes out some bug spray and he goes to spray it just as it lands on his nose and he sprays himself in the face and then like gets all fucked up from the bug spray and falls over. And like when you're like 6 years old, that's the most genius thing you've ever seen, especially because we didn't have like TV and shit when I was young. So that was like high level entertainment.
Oh yeah, your dad was the damn History Channel when you were a kid back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Or they were. That's so funny to think about. I never thought of my parents were like the channels that we had, like, because we had some channels, but it wasn't like that. You know, it wasn't like you had every moment was access. So really, people were looked at as a lot more entertainment. Like, let me go poke this bear and see what I can get him to do a little bit. You know? Oh, that's cool, dude. My dad. Oh, it was so funny, dude. My dad was very old when I was born. He was born in 1910 or whatever. And so he was like, everything was very like, you know, and my brother and I would go to, the World's Fair was in New Orleans when I was growing up. And he ran I don't know if he ran, but somehow they let him have the keys to go in there in the morning. And it was like a souvenir shop for the World's Fair or postcards, stuff like that in the French Quarter. And he'd always pay this guy who was a clown, right? He'd be like, go get the kids a couple of wieners or franks, you know, hot dogs. So I just remember like one of my early memories is just being with my brother and this clown that my dad had given a couple shekels to running us down the street to get us a couple of fucking hot dogs. And I was like, oh, it's going to be a fucking interesting road. You know?
So how old were you when he moved on?
When he moved on, I was 16. And it was weird because I was like embarrassed to my dad because he was older, so I didn't want to introduce him to people. I always had like this weird relationship. But then I think as a kid, it was fascinating to watch this older guy that you love so much, but you're also trying to keep hidden, you know?
So when you were 16, I'm going to fail at math.
No worries.
I'm trying to figure out if that's how my son is going to think of me.
Oh, damn, dude.
Because I was 45 when he was
you'll
born.
Still be fine.
Huh?
I think you're going to be okay. It's going to be, do not get a cane early, though. If you get a cane early, he'll know. I've thought about this. I was just thinking about yesterday because I got to knock somebody up in the next 2 years because I need a family. But if you get a cane early, he's going to know.
Right. So I basically when I had my first son, I was your age, and it is something that I think about constantly, like because I just want to be able to be a fun dad and not be this. So did your dad die suddenly? Can I ask you? Is that all right if I ask you?
Yeah, it's okay, man. Yeah, he got cancer, and I didn't even know about cancer that much, and he died pretty quick. It was pretty sad because suddenly he got it was just kind of sad. I mean, it's all sad, but then it was, you know, I don't know. Wow, of course it was sad. What am I think? We're fucking, you know, everybody was like getting the champagne out, but he was ridiculous. But my dad couldn't see. He would drive. He would take us somewhere, but he couldn't see the lights or anything. So he'd be like, is it red or green? And suddenly we'd get it wrong, and he'd fucking just drive out of it. It was all baffling.
That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah. I think he would have dug
I
it.
gotta say it's kind of good.
Dug it, dude.
Kinda good. Wow.
You would have dug it. Did your dad have cancer or no?
Yeah, he did.
He did?
He did. Yeah. And here's something else that's fucked up.
Okay.
My sisters, lost his ashes. No, yeah, it's every couple months. Was just somebody will send out a text to the thread, being like, "Has anybody found Dad's ashes?" and it's because all you could do is fucking laugh because it's horrible.
Yeah, but it's almost like
it's just horrible.
It's almost really like his last performance. I mean, that's such a
totally.
fucking
It's a great bit. It's a fucking. That's you're right. It's his best moment.
Dad's, has anybody found? I love that text too, you know?
Just randomly every once in a while, because it'll occur to one of us. I'll be like, yeah, where the fuck are Dad's ashes?
Yeah.
You send that out. And still don't know. Here's the thing. I mean, I'm blaming my sisters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Might have been me.
That's true.
I don't know. The thing is that it's one of those real, like, you know, sometimes you have a vague memory of like, I know we were in here.
Yeah.
No idea. I have no idea.
Like, yeah, do you ever walk in the kitchen? You're like, it's kind of like that thing. Like, what was I in here to get? You know, where did I put those, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Thanks for sharing that. That's funny. I'm glad we even got to laugh about your dad today and my dad. That's cool. I think spirits, I think that like when you laugh about somebody from your like life or something like that, I think they feel that on the other side. I think there's like a big connection there that we don't know about.